Oh, well, okay. Go.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works this time. How are we coming through, guys?
Can you hear us now? I just got a notification.
Anybody out there? Ah, Rude Mopar, dude, what's going on? All right, is this better? Much better. Okay.
Hello again.
What it is, Cletus?
Yep. Way better. Oh, good.
Okay, so where were we?
Wrench and EMT firefighter. How you doing tonight? Yes, I made it very safely. The nitrous works.
Let's get to 318 likes. That would be good. That would be fitting, right?
Yeah,
That's
right?
my new favorite motor, man, the 318. I never thought to screw around with one. Bottle Rocket changed my mind on that. Tall John's Fun Shop. That's the guy who's helping Lamb Chop with his gasser.
Oh, yeah?
What's going on, John? Talking about the fence, yeah. I got a snazzy new fence. All the neighbors are jealous.
Oh, I just finished my tang. Brings back my childhood memories.
Hey, Jim. Jim G is from Nick's Garage. Jim, yeah. You know, we're sending this motor up. Hang on, Jim. Don't go anywhere.
I have a new friend.
We're sending this motor up for you guys to flog there on the dyno, and we're going to send this up also, just in case. So, you know, from us to you.
See, how long was the drive, and have you taken a look at the 318? The drive down here was just shy of 1,100 miles. I had to stop four times for gas, so it was close to, I don't know, 16 and a half hours.
We should plan a giveaway based on the closest horsepower guess. We can. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's give away some merch to the best horsepower guess.
What's up, Grease Rookie?
Good looking rabbit dog. Meg is the most beautiful thing that ever lived. Well, one of them.
I have a new friend. I think she's just using me to be able to get closer to the ice cream.
That's it. She's just using me to get to the ice cream.
So 1,100 miles on. Well, it's 1,100 miles down here. Then it's about 1,500 miles up to Nick's. But I'm going to stop at my house on the way up so that I can get there when he opens up.
Ben, we'll do it tomorrow with the live, right? Sometime during the marathon, we'll figure out some way to tally them up. Right now, it's been a long day. I've been going since 6 o'clock this morning. He's been driving since
1.
Yeah, you know, so it's like I can't fucking think straight right now to figure out how we're gonna, you know, keep track of that. But yeah, tomorrow we'll figure out how we'll do that. And the guy with the closest guess will get like a merch package.
Are we gonna do closest guess at an RPM or just closest guess?
Closest guess to peak.
To peak?
Right, without going over.
Ooh, like Price is Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Melody wants to see Uncle Kathy. Melody wants to see you. I don't know who Melody is.
Okay. What's up?
Is that good, Melody? Now we want to see you, sweetheart. Chuck, $2. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. You paid for my ice cream.
Where's John?
Canadian border is closed, not to YouTubers. No, we get special treatment all over the world.
We got this.
We got it.
We'll get through. What's up, Zero Man?
Am I going to be at SEMA this year? No. Do I look like a SEMA guy? I'll be scrounging around in some junkyard while SEMA's going on.
I found another junkyard, which I was hoping to go to Friday, but things didn't work out. So hopefully I'll do a walkthrough on another junkyard. You guys wanted me to do it live. I'll see if they're okay with that. Otherwise, I'll probably just film a couple cars and do it that way.
What's my son's real name? Elizabeth.
I would prefer being a junkyard than seeing myself.
What flavor is it? It's vanilla with chocolate syrup and some whipped cream.
What brand is it?
Breyers.
Breyers?
Yeah.
If I had a way of bringing down the best ice cream in the Northeast, I would have. But I mean, everything melted in my truck today. But yeah, no, Stewart's shop makes the best ice cream.
Well, I like AMC V8s and CJs. I love AMC V8s and everything. And I actually made a connection yesterday with somebody with an AMC that we may be doing something with. It's an AMX, a 69 AMX.
You're a little blurry.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit. On my phone.
what's going on, TNT?
What's up, TNT?
It's only
How you doing
because
today?
I vibrate at such a high frequency.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, Sonny. All right.
Did you get your dark back together?
Which one? The Swinger?
Swinger.
We're working on it now. Working on it now. We should have it all buttoned up back together again by middle of the end of next week. And then Bottle Rocket goes to the track. The tracks are opening up here again. And then we get back on our Slant 6 build, which a lot of you guys have been asking about. And it's just drifted completely off the radar because we have so many other things going on. But yeah, I'm dying to get back to the Slant 6.
Hey, Tony, how do you feel about 71 and 72 satellites?
They're the most beautiful cars Chrysler ever built. Probably the most beautiful cars ever built.
How do you guys feel about forced induction 318s?
We're going to get to that eventually, a forced induction setup. And for right now, we're just going to play around with nitrous.
I really love turbos, so.
Well, your background is like in imports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always dreamt about having a muscle car, but you know, imports when I was growing up were way less expensive than an old muscle car. So you work with what you got.
Tony, play nice and don't corrupt the youngster.
Too late. Too late.
Also, nothing beats the sound of a V8. Straight 8. No, I take that back. I like the sound of the straight 8. Something bizarre about it.
What's going on, Ted Lane? What time, son? We're going to start tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock. Our time, Central Standard Time.
Where is John Wilbur? He's posting.
He's right there.
I know. Is he here in Tennessee?
Where is he?
He's at a family member's house, I believe.
Okay.
He'll be here in the morning.
Okay.
Oh.
How old am I? I am the age that I am.
My pants are older than him.
And not a day older.
How much power do I think Bottle Rocket makes? More than it should.
Thank you again.
Honestly, it makes more than it should. How much power? I don't know. I couldn't throw a number out there. But so far, what we've played around with, I'm more than happy with the results so far. And we haven't even started spraying it, you know, or done anything substantial with it, but just, or even really fine-tuned the thing yet. But just, you know, the rough throw together and just basic, you know, what we're getting out of it. I'm beyond thrilled with the thing.
John is in his private jet over eastern Tennessee.
The track actually is playing tonight. Buffalo Valley is open tonight. And they're going to be open tomorrow also. And if you guys are in the area and you're jonesing to get to a drag strip. Music City was supposed to open this weekend, but something happened and it won't be open until the 15th.
No, they can't open yet because they're in Nashville.
Right.
Hey, oh yeah, I drove through Nashville. I've been to every single state on the East Coast, but I've never gotten this far into the interior, and it was really cool to even just drive through Nashville. It was really cool.
Gonzo, are we going to build this engine hot or just basic stock? It's got a cam. Do you have the spec on the cam? Cam card with you?
Oh yeah, it's out in the truck. Hold on a second. I'll run up and grab it.
Well, don't worry about it right now. It's getting a nice, moderate street strip cam. It's getting porting. It's getting 4-barrel intake manifold. It'll run. It'll run good. I'm gonna throw a guesstimate at his at around 325 horsepower, maybe 340 in that range. Am I going to the Hot Rod Reunion Bowling Green? Possibly. Yeah, probably. What was this now?
What's that?
Huh?
I don't know. You gotta read. I'm going like I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
The ADD kicks in, and I'm just like. Oh.
What about the axle ratio you'll be using?
What axle ratio in what?
Is you talking about the build that you're doing now?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Joe Jackson, I agree. 318s are great motors. Overlooked. I'm definitely guilty of overlooking them. As soon as my 81 Ram had a 318 and I pulled that immediately, put a 316. I probably should have never done that.
You open for 376, guys. I mean, honestly, you really don't. You never know until you actually put the thing together and everything gels. I don't know.
You need to put it on a big screen. What are we putting on the big screen?
Oh, Jim, no, Jim G's asking. No, his motor is not nitrous. The one on Bottle Rocket's got nitrous. His motor is just normally aspirated.
I plan on keeping it that way.
When are you building it?
Tomorrow, 8 a.m. their time. 7
Central.
Yeah, 7 on the East Coast.
Yeah, 8 a.m. CST is when we're gonna get started on.
What's the what? The feed?
Lunar, you going with a roller cam?
No, it's flat tap it, hydraulic or yeah.
Am I a power glide kind of guy? Not really. I'm a torque flight guy. Crossville, Tennessee. Yes, I love the truck at Crossville. Very nice. Yeah, Joe Balls, he had Tang.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You want more?
No, I'm okay.
You good?
I can tell you're starting to
All
zone.
right, let me know if you need
Am I?
it.
Yeah, the trip is getting to you.
You should let him go to sleep. It's 8:30.
You can.
I'll go a little bit longer.
Just compression ratio of him? It's gonna be stock compression ratio. It's about 8.5 to 1.
Willie.
318.7, John. Just for 0. How do I feel about the newer engines? Like, I love LSs. Absolutely. I just don't have anything LS friendly in my world. But I'm very interested in the engines and I follow the things that go on with them. The LS Fest of Bowling Green is like my favorite event.
I had the LS going in that 70.
Yeah, he's building an LS in a 70 Grand Sport.
That's twin turbo with that beautiful.
No, see, as a closet Buick guy, that hurts me because I'd love to see a 455 in there, but
I couldn't find one at the time though, so it's just. And those old Buick 455s are just torque monsters. You had to put the cradle in the bottom of it, though. I hear they like
What's that?
the cradle in the bottom of the block, otherwise it'll just not.
Oh, girdle. Yeah.
Connor Wilson says, Tony, you best get to bed, huh?
Oh yeah. You know, us old timers, we need our
Right.
sleep, right?
How are you going to make 350 horsepower low compression?
Airflow.
You guys look tired.
We are tired. Compression, when it comes to making power, compression is very much overrated. You know, there's about a 4% difference in power overall between, let's say, 8-1 and 9-1, 4% between like 9 and 10-1. It's overrated. Efficiency is where it's at. Flow is where it's at.
What's up, Vintage Mopar Nut? Kathy from Missouri.
Kathy's from where?
Huh?
No, he was from Missouri.
Oh.
Olds versus Pontiac versus. Oh, I didn't see the rest of it. Which gets the nod?
Pontiac.
What time are you voting tomorrow? 8 Central
8
Standard.
o'clock Central Time.
AM.
8 a.m. And we'll probably end up going to 8 p.m.
We all better get to sleep.
I wonder how long it's going to take. I should have
It's
really
gonna
thought
take-
about this.
It's
you
going
know?
to take as
Should go
long as
back.
it's going to take and not a minute longer.
Good point.
I tell that to customers every time when they ask me when I'm doing electrical work. It's going to take as long as it's going to take.
So he's actually running the show tomorrow. You know, I'm going to work on the heads, and it's his build. You know, we're just doing it over here, and John is going to handle the precision stuff. John Wilburn here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to distance myself as much as I can from the actual build of the engine. So if it does scatter, I can say, hey.
A-Star says, hey, Uncle Kathy, took your advice and told my husband it's my turn to get a project car. We look at a 67 Chevelle for me. Very
There you
cool.
go.
Nice. Go for it.
Awesome. Congratulations.
That's a great car.
Any word on a satellite grill, Lunar?
No, not yet. I have an idea where I'm going to be able to get it, but we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I was joking with my wife that I'll just go get, which is almost impossible for some reason, get a Wild E Coyote stuffed animal, just stuff it in the grill.
Lou Vanonia loves compression is Mopar Sport. Lou Vanonia was a great guy, man. I miss him. He was good. I talk to this kid Jimmy every once in a while, but yeah, Lou is great. You know, he definitely went before his time. His wife too. They were both great people, and they both died so young.
Russell Finch says, how many hours from now, Kathy? I'm overseas and have no idea what time it is now.
About 12 hours.
This
yeah, 11 and a half hours,
Yeah.
12 hours.
this many hours.
Yes. Let's see.
And both our channels will have different angles of the live feed too. So Kathy will be more mobile though.
Yeah.
Until I pass out.
Well, Uncle Crystal's going to be filming also,
Yeah.
and Lamb Chop is going to be here too, and he'll be filming. So, and you'll be running
Yeah, in my channel.
your channel. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of coverage on this. I know Lamb Chop will run it on his channel. He'll run it on his channel.
What's up, Lamb Chop?
What's going on,
What's
Lamb
up,
Chop?
I tried getting a car for your track, but Amazon is running really slow right now. So, but I'm gonna mail it down to you when I get it. It's gonna be a satellite. I'm gonna paint it the same color as my car, so I'll have time now.
I think we're all tired. I just don't
Yeah,
look
I'm
at the
exhausted. I've
time.
been going since 6 o'clock this
I
morning.
know.
I took an hour break, and then I haven't
I
stopped
didn't have
moving.
a break. I haven't stopped moving either.
I'm so zoned out. The words are just
Right,
are just
yeah,
going.
That's what happens. That happens to me all the time. That's my natural state. I just look at this and I'm like, please, somebody read this.
I mean, I can barely keep up with my live streams, and this is way faster than mine.
This is actually slow. It goes faster than this.
I don't know how you can do it.
I can't. I can't.
The Ginger Viking is saying, if you guys need the grill, it's 100% free for you guys, and it's super light.
That was from a 70. Was it from a 70 or a 73? I think it's the wrong year. I think I looked at it. I was going to ask John. But, I don't think it's going to work. I do very much appreciate it, though.
My wife, 5291. Hey, Tony, how do you get the motivation to finish long-term build? I'm having trouble getting the drive to finish my CJ restoration. You know, that's hard to say. I have long-term cars. I have short-term cars. I have cars that I walk away from for years at a time. And then all of a sudden, like, I get an inspiration and then bam, it goes. Yeah, I mean, mostly it's like the finished product. You have to have that motivation of like, what's this finished project going to do? You know what I mean? And that's kind of like what gets you out there. But don't force it. You know, if you're not feeling it, you're only going to do jacked up things to the car just for the sake of doing them. So just, like I have one. I'm sitting here, I'm looking out my back window at the slant car in the Belvedere. And these are two cars I literally haven't touched in years. But there will come a time, like there's a definite purpose for each of them.
Right.
And when the time and the resources are right, I'll dive into them. But for right now, they're cool to just sit there.
Rodney Bird says Lunar needs to build the 350 Buick. You have a trick intake.
I actually have a plan for that engine. I have a TA intake manifold for that already, but I have a plan for that down the road, which I won't get into now. But I do have a plan for that. It's just when I opened up the bottom, I found chunks, and those chunks turned out to be the oil pump. It needs a lot of work, and it's, as far as what I've read, once the oil pump and everything goes in it, it's a lot of little things that add up for that, because Buick parts are expensive.
Hey, what kind of rims do I have in my whip? Which one? I got 12 fucking cars and trucks.
Are you delirious? You look a little delirious.
I'm a little delirious.
What's the altitude here? We're at sea level. We're sea level.
Right here in the valley, we're below sea level.
Really?
And no, we're not.
Here we are.
No, I've looked it up. We're
Really?
like just at sea level.
Are we?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
like a tad above.
We're at sea level.
Yeah.
I'm
I know where we live.
1,100 feet above.
Are you?
Bolo's Garage sent $2 of coffee for the bill. Thank you, sir.
I need coffee. Thanks.
Oh, I would drink coffee, so I don't want
You're not
coffee.
gonna go to sleep though.
Yeah, I literally, I'd rather go to sleep soon.
At zero, Tony Akros, keep asking, please. I like the question. What
I
question?
don't know.
What was it? Tony Akros.
Did you see this nifty mug? Did you show them your mug?
Oh, yeah. Look, Lunar came bearing gifts. Look at this thing. Look at that. That's a mug, damn it. That's a mug. Tell the people where they can get this mug.
Merchandise. If you go to any of my videos, there's a little thing underneath for merchandise. Or just go to teespring.com and just type in Lunar Outlaws Garage. I have t-shirts, stickers, stuff and things. I have stuff and things. Come on.
And it's all priced well below its actual value, you know?
I actually do have it lower than their recommended price.
Lamb chop is showing up as Jeb.
Jeb.
Puppy.
What rear end is in the satellite?
I actually don't.
Hey guys.
I haven't actually gotten to the rear end yet.
It's probably an 8 1/4.
8 1/4.
Almost all those cars are 8 1/4.
Yeah, I got to get it off the ground a little better than it is. The problem with my driveway is I have to put planks underneath it, and I got to secure everything because otherwise it just sinks into the ground.
How much engines have you blown? And I don't mean supercharged. How much?
How much engines?
Much engines. Boom!
Boom. All the time.
Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Yeah, been there, done it. Got the t-shirt.
Why is she growling?
Realm Center, thank you, brother, man. My wife, thank you. You got the CJ running last year, and I posted. If you ever get a chance, check it out and tell me what you think. You know, I was this morning. I was getting my coffee at the gas station. I'm drinking gas station coffee in the morning, right?
You're waking up early. Like what, 4 a.m.?
Racetrack. I've been drinking racetrack coffee. It's actually really good. The dark roast. Either that or I just got used to it. But I was you talk about your CJ. There was like a lineup of like off-road, vehicles, a bunch of Jeeps, and then like a couple of mini trucks that were done and shit like that. And I was like, oh man, those guys look like they're having fun. And I was thinking like right away, okay, where can I get my hands on something four-wheel drive? I go play with these fucking guys.
You hate four-wheel drive.
But they look like they were gonna have fun.
You're like, I'll never own anything.
I want to have fun. Nothing they do is fun.
No, it's not.
It's not, right?
No.
I actually love my little Jeep Wrangler. That is fun to go off road.
Fubar, is that Fubar the axe sending money? Fubar, why are you sending money?
Sending money, Fubar.
You're awesome, man.
Why aren't you still racing?
Buy a Lunar mug and put a UTG sticker on it.
What was the question?
Why aren't you still racing?
Why aren't I still racing? Because I burned out. I went as far as I wanted to go with it, and that was it.
Oh, phenomenal.
It's a hard lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's a hard lifestyle. I see guys out there doing it now. Like I watch a lot of these fucking shows like Street Outlaws and No Prep Kings and all that. And I'm like, man, I would love to be part of that, but I don't. Like I just don't have the drive to. You got to understand, when you're racing is not something you do like. Okay, yeah, you could bracket race on a hobby. It's a hobby and shit like that. But when you're racing stuff like fuel cars or like pro mods or these grudge cars and shit, that's something, man. That's something you do 7 days a week, fucking 18 hours a day. You can have nothing else in your life if you want to be anywhere successful with it. So I don't have it in me right now to go and dedicate that much of myself to it again.
You did that already.
I did it. I paid my dues. I may do it again, depending on how this goes. I hopefully the evolution of this will lead to that, again. But we'll see what happens.
The important question is, what's for breakfast, Uncle Kathy? We have plenty of eggs. Did you steal the eggs?
I saw the eggs.
You're gonna take eggs home with you?
I have my own chickens.
Eggs. We have pancakes. We have bacon.
Ooh, bacon and eggs.
Yeah, bacon. You know what? Let me take a bacon out.
We need donuts. Many donuts videos.
You want to make donut videos, Tony? Where's the bacon?
When are the UTG stickers coming back?
We've got them. Go to our store, UncleTony'sGarage.com. We got stickers up the wazoo. We got a whole room full of stickers.
Up the giggy.
Up the giggy.
Where's the bacon?
These guys all have their own chickens. Well, that's part of being a successful YouTuber. If you want to make it in YouTube, you have to have that chicken connection. You know what I'm saying? It's something that happens on another level.
You're not gonna starve.
Yeah.
It's funny because I have 2 chickens currently. I had a lot more, but I got a fisher got in. It was bad. But I had 2 chickens during the summer. I let them free range, and they have a really huge coop, but all they do is they hide up in the trees. So in the middle of the night, you'll hear rustling above your head. There's 2 chickens literally above your head.
Have I ever had a gym membership? 68. I have a 68 Roadrunner. Have I ever had a gym member? Do I look that bad? Oh man. No, I've never had a gym membership. I guess it shows. Do I know Argentinian Mopars? Unfortunately, I really don't. I mean, mechanically, they're the same as American Mopars, but I'm not familiar with the different models and stuff. Hey, boss, Zero? How is it replace gears in a 725 and 7 1/4? No, man, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll walk you through it if you need to.
Lunar, do you have to quarantine once you get back to New York?
Very big quarantine.
Don't they make you be in a plastic bubble in New York?
I don't know. Como hears that I'm down here. He might hunt me down in person with his helicopter.
Yeah, you're not supposed to leave your house.
He's always zipping around in his helicopter anyway. So, as far as chickens, actually like getting mice or rats, they'll actually eat mice and other critters that get close enough to them. And they also eat like tons of ticks, which I don't know how your tick situation is down here, but the ticks up my way have the Lyme disease and they'll kill you. Oh yeah, they'll kill you. So yeah, that's actually why I got ticks or chickens in the first place, was so they'd eat all the ticks. So
what do I think of Scotty Kilmer? I think he's a slinky, sexy little thing. But I say that in the most heterosexual way possible.
And then YouTube is like, what are you saying?
What's so funny?
Yeah. Oh, geez, funny.
I'm old. You see, when you're old, you can say any fucking thing. You can say anything.
Okay, well, I can't wait until you're much older to see what comes out of your mouth.
Oh, man.
What are you doing?
Roll up your windows.
I'm going to put a roll up your windows t-shirt on Teespring.
oh, there you go.
So you've been on the other side of this, like every live feed.
Yeah.
Is this like surreal?
Yeah.
Does it all look right?
Yeah. This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, right. The magic.
Eventually, we'll have everybody here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One at a time.
One at a time. Thank you, my wife.
Hey, Tony, would you be okay if I sent you a link to the first start for the CJ?
Yes, please do. Send it to Uncle Tony's Garage at gmail.com, and just put in the subject line CJ Start, and yeah, I'll check it out definitely.
What generation CJ is it? I know I really want to get a CJ5. They're really cool. CJ7s are pretty sweet too, but CJ5 is one of my favorite.
Get an Asian jungle fowl for chicken dregs. What's an Asian jungle fowl? I want that. What's an Asian jungle fowl? I need something that's called that. No, I'm not fucking around. I'm serious.
You got to be careful with certain birds, though.
I don't care. I want that. Wait, Seth just sent me $10, $9.99.
This is awesome. Looking forward to the build, Seth.
Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that. And then your contribution goes to the build. You know.
I was really looking forward to getting a pheasant, but apparently pheasants can actually give chickens a disease and it'll kill the chicken.
Really? Yeah, they're very disease prone. There's all sorts of different things.
You want to bring me your Roadrunner so you can do the bottle rocket treatment to it? You pay dollars. I mean, are you local? Do you have many dollars? I mean, you gotta understand, like, YouTube takes up a huge amount of fucking time. Like you don't understand how much time goes into the preparation of all of this stuff. You know,
it's mostly the cars. Working on the cars, just too many.
Yeah,
too many.
This channel eats up like literally like just about every, you know. It's but I mean, yeah, we can talk about it. Asians live in the top of trees. No need for a chicken coop. Oh shit! This guy's name is Arise Chicken. Arise Chicken. Oh, dude! So you're like a chicken guru, right? You live for chickens. I'm so fascinated by you right now.
The chickens are pretty dope.
They're really amazing.
They really are.
They're hysterical.
Do you know they're the closest living thing to the T-Rex?
I know. I read about it. That's
awesome,
crazy, right?
right?
I know. It's insane.
And when you like, we have.
Thank you, Caleb.
We
Caleb Howard just sent one.
We do have snakes, but we don't have venomous snakes or anything like that. But we have a lot of little salamanders and stuff. Mm-hmm. And if you see them get a salamander, then you realize that they're just vicious.
I know. I believe summers. You're supposed to be able to eat snakes and rats and all sorts of things like that.
I can definitely see why.
Right.
Joe Bulls, is it true when you buy chickens, you have to buy them in pairs of 4? Yeah, you can't buy like lone chickens. You have to have a group of chickens. They need a flock, or they're not happy.
They're lonely.
They get lonely, right? Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 27 to start out, and I only have 2 because where I live, we have a lot of vicious little critters, but the 2 of them are completely inseparable now.
You gotta get more chickens.
Uncle Tony, I have a question. I replaced an axle boot. Now it's making a glunking noise going down the road. Any ideas? I've seen. Is the nut tight? You know what I mean? Check that, because I've seen that where the axle didn't the axle was a little bit cocked and the nut didn't go all the way, to lock it. And then after you drive it around a little bit, it frees up and it just slops back and forth. Flock Party. Yeah, Mark, sure. That's chicken crack. You go outside with a bag of Flock Party and they come running like they storm you and then just like trip over themselves to get to you with the fucking, it's amazing.
I find that if you have a couple pieces of cardboard, you set them down on old leaves, you let it rain a couple times on it, you put the cardboard up. You have to put rocks on it so that the cardboard stays there.
Right.
And then it'll just have hundreds of
worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just take handfuls of them, throw them in there, and they just go crazy.
Are 74, thank you, Eric Espinoza. Are 74 charges desirable? Nice hat. Oh, yeah, you can buy this hat, UncleTony'sGarage.com. Are 74 charges desirable? Not as desirable as the 71, 72. And the reason for that is because they did some things with those cars. On the 73, 74, because it's like a carryover year, 73, 74, they moved the bumpers out, which tried to change the proportion of it, and they changed the upper body line. Instead of having the line from the fender and the quarter panel kind of like pass each other like this, now they just join, and it took something away. It took away like the aggressive nature of it. Also, they made the wheel openings bigger in 73 and 74. So they're not as desirable as the 71, 72. But that's only if you compare them. If you take a 73, 74 Charger on its own accord, it's a beautiful car. Thank you, my life. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. 304 AMC was the first engine I ever hot rodded. It was I was like 15, and I had this friend Nicky the retard. He was a couple of years older, and he had a Challenger with a 304. And I put headers on it. I put a 4-barrel on it, and that was my first attempt at hot rodding. You know what made me a hero, right? Amongst because all these, I was like the one to the litter, right? So I was like 15, and I was hanging around with all these guys that were like 17, 18, 19, and they all had fucking cars. And what made me the hero amongst all these people was that I used to just advance timing, right? It was this thing I had read about it, timing, curve in advance, and so on and so forth. And I used to just go to their cars, okay, and I would take the distributor and just tweak it. Just a hair. And then they would go out and the thing would all of a sudden feel like all lively and shit. And they'd be like, this fucking guy is a genius. No, I was a 15-year-old kid. I just knew how to fucking advance timing. But it got me in the door so that I got to work on all of this stuff when I was 15, 16 years old.
What's your favorite kind of coffee?
Costa Rican. I like South American coffees. I like the nuttier coffees. Not crazy about the Africans. They seem a little bit acidic.
Not Turkish.
Turkish, oh, that's a whole different breed.
I love Turkish. We have a person in our town that actually imports it. It's not actually that expensive either. It's very nutty.
What is Turkish coffee?
Yeah, the one I got very nutty. Also, you have to brew it a special way too.
Show the LS build for the Buick.
That's on my channel.
That's his channel,
Yeah.
Lunar Outlaw Garage. And if you guys you haven't subscribed to Lunar Outlaw Garage, well, you're missing out on. What are you missing out on?
Well, I have a couple projects I'm working on. The Buick is a long-term project where it's going to be a very precise build where that's got the LS with it's going to be a twin turbo 6.0 LS with the really awesome Edelbrock intake, the cross ram, which actually gives you a little bit of power down end, which is one of the only intake manifolds for the LS that does that. And then I'm also building the Satellite, which is going to be a cheap and dirty, daily driver, street track, something that you can just go out and build and romp on. And it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to do.
Somebody sent a super chat.
Juan
Flores.
Thanks for the evening entertainment, Uncle Tony, Uncle Kathy, and Lunar. Needs to see you driving Bottle Rocket with a chicken in the passenger seat.
Can that be done?
Chickens lose their mind.
Yeah,
they're gonna be flying around and they're pooping everywhere.
Yeah,
and they're not as bad as ducks, but I had 2 ducks, but they got.
It could be interesting. I mean, I don't know, for $10, maybe we could clean the seat.
the chicken would go crazy.
Yeah, it'll lose its little chicken mind.
Yeah.
Oh, if you ever decide you want to do ducks, don't.
No, no,
They are messy.
I bet.
I had 2 of them, but there's a specific kind that you don't need to have a pond for.
Okay.
And they actually roost with the chickens.
Do they?
Yeah,
Oh, Dakota's
they
got-
get like that big.
Dakota Bethune says that
They
we could
web feet, they roost?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
we could duct tape the chicken.
Oh my god.
No.
Well, it's just an idea.
No. Oh my god, they're still barking.
Never name your chickens for eating. A rice chicken, bro. You got a channel. Oh look, this is like a total chicken person. Kathy,
Yes.
oh look, Kathy, go to this guy's
A rice
chicken
Okay.
and subscribe. I don't care what's on there. Just subscribe.
You gonna subscribe?
Subscribe.
I don't eat my chickens. It's just for eggs.
Yeah, I've become attached to my chickens, and I eat a ton of chicken. I eat a lot of chicken, and I almost felt guilty about it, but I don't. So, but I can't eat my
It's not what we
chickens.
did with channel. I don't know why.
68 Rotor, do I have an
Okay.
email you can contact? Yeah, Uncle Tony's Garage at gmail.com, and just put 68 Roadrunner in the subject line, and Uncle Kathy will do that. I can't do it myself because I am illiterate.
Someone asked if I'm going to be taking the satellite to Lebanon Valley. If it all goes together really nicely and they open up this year, yeah, I will. They have their test and tune nights.
I can't see their channel. It's weird.
Yeah, a rice chicken. Azels are all dark meat like wild turkey. This guy's also, hey, we can't get on your channel.
No, it's usually I can click on them and I can go to the channel,
Right.
but it's not giving me that option for some reason.
Yeah. A rice chicken. Put a link to your channel in here so we can get to it.
I actually really like wild turkey. That's cool.
Tony, is everything all right? Seems like you've been a little absent. Well, I've been sitting in the bathroom crying a lot lately. I like to sit in the shower, and face away from, the spout and all of that, and weep. You know what I mean? It's my inner darkness and anger and angst and everything coming out. It's all of the childhood trauma and all the other shit. So that's what I've been doing for the last few days, just sitting in the bathroom in the dark, crying. You know? Yeah.
I'm glad you came out. The Google won't let us do that anymore. Is that what's going on, Zero? The Google?
Oh.
No, I don't cry in the shower, Zero. I cry in the bathtub. I sit in the tub and, quietly in the dark and weep,
One about them saying YouTube for some reason disabled that feature. Yeah, I don't know. It's just first time it ever happened. Usually
probably because people are spamming.
I have to look it up.
Yeah, we'll have to. We're going to look that up.
Yeah.
Sterling Wilkie, I've been watching your 360 build. What's the best year to get a good engine to start with? Also, can you put a carburetor manifold on a 93 360? Well, the 93 360 is going to be a Magnum, so you'd have to use a special Magnum intake manifold or drill the Magnum heads for the old LA style deal. I mean, in my opinion, there's no bad year 360. But I would try to find a roller motor, 85 and up roller motor to go with.
Crying in the rain.
Weep outside butcher shop.
The other night, WG talked about you two and how cool it was you were doing this. Who's WG, punk? Oh, is that Vice? No, VVG. I don't know. I don't know who VVG is.
VGG?
Yeah.
VVG, is that vice grip? No, that'd be BGG.
VGG. Maybe it's a typo. Adam says, I'm 9 years old watching Uncle Tony. Can you give my 7-year-old sister a quick shout out? Tell Uncle Lunar and Uncle Kathy hi for me.
Adam, definitely.
What's your sister's name?
What's your sister's name, Adam?
I am a Capital Region guy. I'm a little bit south of Saratoga.
Adam, listen, you're 9 years old. This is very important, right? I am not a role model. Do not, you know what I'm saying? Just I'm strictly here for entertainment purposes only. Oh, Vice Grip Garage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm exhibition. You know what I mean? I'm only here for entertainment purposes.
Adam says her name is Anna Klubeck.
Anna Klubeck. How you doing, Anna?
What's up, Anna?
Hello. Buy a Mopar.
Watch your mouth, Tony.
Anna, I'm not an example you want to follow.
It's very hard to watch your own mouth.
Yeah.
Shouldn't your parents be supervising? See, now I feel all self-conscious.
Don't say bad words.
Oh, God. Where are your parents, Adam?
I put a 394 Olds crank in my 440 Chevy BB manifold on it. Created a great stroker. Won't turn over.
Oh, you put a 394 Olds crank in my 440 Chevy big block manifold on it. Created. See, this is why I just don't want to do YouTube anymore.
Why?
Because that hurts your brain?
Yeah, because stuff like that comes up, and it's just like,
I put 394 Olds crank in my
no,
440.
stop. Once was enough. Now I need to smoke. See, this is why I smoke. This is why I smoke. This is why I am aging rapidly. Give me this
I think you're joking.
I don't know. You see, that's the thing. You don't know when somebody's joking. I had this fucking guy, excuse my French, Adam, and your young sister.
Anna.
Adam and Anna. So I had this guy in the comments, right? Like, I've gotten to the point I can't even look at the comments anymore, right? I look at the comments, and there's one guy says, yeah, low lift, long duration cam is where it's at. And then he says, then he gives his cam spec, and it was a 280 lift cam, 340-degree duration, and then he says, yeah, went 186 in my Oldsmobile, in the quarter mile. I'm like, please, see that face, right? That's the face my soul makes when I see shit like that.
That's why I drink.
Yeah, right, Howling Man? I know, right? That makes me want to drink also.
No, drinking is bad.
No, yes, we don't drink.
No, we don't drink.
Adam
actually.
and his...
We drink Tang.
Right, we drink Tang. Show me your Tang.
No, I don't want to show you. Adam, seriously, right? I love you and your little sister, please, but please go watch something else.
Adam says that he got a shout out from Lunar last week in the Falcon. Him and his brother.
John Wilbur, Brian Cabral, and one smoky dog can sit on the London auger. I know. I actually like those guys. I get a kick out of them. There's so much fucking hate. Excuse my French again, Adam. Adam, get your parents in here so they can supervise this.
Yeah, if you want a durable hat, people keep saying about the hats.
They make a whole disclaimer to say it's not made for kids, right? This is not made for kids. Don't get me in YouTube trouble, right? What was I just saying?
I don't know. You love the trolls.
Oh yeah, no, I love the trolls. There's so much hate. There's just so much
I love
it because you get it makes for a balanced existence. You have to have the yin and the yang. We get so much love on this channel. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I appreciate every bit of it. But I need to see some of the hate too in order to have that, that balance. So yeah, guys like Smokey Dog and Brian Cabral. Yeah, man, bring it.
Had someone ask what I've been up to. About 230 pounds.
You're a bit chubby, aren't you?
Yeah.
See, he's younger than I am, but I weigh less. So
I pick things up and put them down. But yeah, no.
PJ's Gold Mine and Mechanics is hey, Uncle Tony from Alaska.
What's going on, PJ?
It's because I love food.
So am I, but 40.
I love.
But I can't eat because I can't curse. I'm afraid to curse.
My wife is saying, "Hey, I'm 22, and my wife says I still need supervision for watching this channel."
Honestly, I need supervision. Nobody supervises me.
Just every once in a while, you come out with something like spooky.
Do I?
Every once in a while.
Give me a tobacco.
You do.
Thank you. I'm not actually smoking this, young Adam and sister. This is.
Who's that? That's
just for
Lunar.
Dramatic effect.
From Lunar Outlaw's garage.
What's up?
Kevin Camacho says you're not chubby, you're husky.
I'm big bone.
You're big bones.
Pleasantly plump.
John Hobart says I'm better than 230, but 10 pounds of guns and such.
It's funny because I do a lot of walking and stuff for my job. It's like I'll be carrying like 6-inch rigid conduit back and forth. So I get a lot of exercise. It doesn't make any sense. But hey, it's because I eat a pound of bacon when I get a chance.
Oh, thanks, Punk Warlord. Tell her I said hi. I will be. I acquired a 360 bore 30 over with a set of stock heads and a stock cam. What cam shaft would you recommend for maximum horsepower? What camshaft?
Actually, if you're doing something like that, you can always reach out to ComCam.
Right. Don't ask me.
So what I did for mine is I was working with Tony, and I actually reached out to ComCam, and I talked to Tommy, who's like their Mopar guy, and told him exactly what our plans are, exactly what it's doing, and we worked out an actual custom grind. So if you put this all together and you get all the specifications over to them, they'll definitely be able to help you out and get you something specifically for you.
Yeah. And there's too many people always ask me about cam grinds, right? But there are so many specifics that have to do with your car and the way you're going to run it that all I can do is just spit out some sort of bullshit generic answer that really isn't going to do you any good. You need to sit down with somebody who's going to, take every detail into account. You know what I mean? Of the car, the weight, the gearing, the tire ratio, the compression ratio, the carburation, intended use, all of these things. They all add up to what cam is going to work best for you. The maximum power is not what you're looking for. You're looking for, you're not necessarily looking for maximum power. You can pick up 20 horsepower at peak and give up 40 horsepower where you actually need it to drive the car down the road. So it's like, I'm dying. It's the cancer. You see, this is what the question.
Mazda sticks.
Thoughts on a 600 Lincoln Mark III? Way more complicated a machine than it ever had to be. Very difficult to work on. Very difficult to get parts for. You got to be rich and really love that car to have any type of relationship with it. You mean they don't just sell a 3/4 cam for anything? I thought they did, and I picked up on the catalogs, and they had a bunch of different listings.
Do you have rabbits? The beagles are going crazy. Do you have rabbits down this way?
No, they just always go crazy anyway. It's what they do. Those are my girls. They're crazy. Tony, is Chrysler, Dodge, and Plymouth all the same? They're spelled completely differently.
Also wheelbase, right? Because it's different price brackets.
Dodges are 2 inches longer than Plymouths.
Because they're a higher tier, and
yeah,
which makes it a better ride, but also adds weight.
Yeah, but that is what makes a Plymouth a better overall drag car because of the shorter wheelbase.
No mudsticks tonight, Tony?
Do I have only beagles? I have 3 beagles, and I have a mutt named Lily, and she's like part cattle dog. That's the one you always hear barking in the background. She's berserk. She's fucking nuts. No, so I didn't say that. Adam, young Adam, and his little sister. Yeah, she's berserk. I mean, like she's got a head full of crazy. You could just see it in her eyes. She's always. She never, So she's a cattle dog mix, but the other 3 are beagles.
Plymouth is bottom line. I actually really like the Plymouths more than the Dodge. There's just something about them.
Tony, you want these cinnamon rolls? Can you eat that?
No, I can't. No.
Can you eat anything?
No.
Lunar, you want anything?
I appreciate it.
It's Nick. It's Nick Garage. There he is.
Nick Garage?
How you doing,
What's
Nick?
up, Nick?
What's going on, brother man? So
It is going.
tomorrow morning, bro, we get started on this thing. It's it's go time. So he'll be by you on Tuesday with it. And Nick, yeah. we're gonna send this down just in case. This is our new product, and it's our new product, Uncle Tony's Safety Absorbent. Okay, so we're gonna sit down, just in case, right? And maybe some purple power, just in case. But yeah, it should go pretty okay, I think. I hope. I don't know, but I'm just gonna supervise. And
if it blows up, it's my fault. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's him and John Wilburn are actually going to be doing the important mechanical work on this thing, and I'm just really, I'm going to wipe parts down. So let's see how this goes.
Oh, that's funny.
Nick, look, you're such a celebrity, Nick.
Everyone's saying hi.
Yeah.
I might have missed it. The build, are you using stock manifolds or headers?
No.
He's using headers on his build. On the 360 that's going in the car, in my car, that's getting manifolds.
Actually, I increased the plenum size and did basic porting on the intake manifold going on the 318 build tomorrow. That was on a couple of videos on my channel this past week.
We are going to give it our best shot, Nick. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
It's always a success as long as you learn something from it.
Nick, have you ever put a 318 on your dyno before? Every hour of the build Nick watches, he will go out and put extra plastic up on a dyno, most of his dyno room. I can see Nick. I can see him wearing safety glasses and gloves that go like up to here. Having somebody follow him around with a fire extinguisher. Nick, how much horsepower did it make? What were the numbers on it? Because this is what we got to beat.
Plank Warlord says, concrete my driveway. I'm going to be moving a garage. We're going to be dismantling and moving a garage to my house shortly. So fingers crossed I can actually have a pad poured and garage built soon. We'll see. This year, I shouldn't say soon.
SC Car Guy. Tony, since you mentioned new stock lifter issues, I know 4 people with white cams on new builds. Yeah, but if you listen to if you read through the comments on my videos, it's because I don't know how to install a cam. So obviously the mistakes that were made, the cams that went in my engines were obviously my fault, whereas your friends experienced inferior parts quality. So, take that with a grain of salt. And don't believe everything you see on the internet. I could be lying out my teeth. I actually might have wiped out a dozen cams this year. Colleen, you were just checking the ring gaps on your 440. How much boost do you need to run to have a gap of 129,000? You mean like the fucking width of a? Yeah, no, that's a big gap. You could run probably 8,000 or 9,000 pounds of boost with that gap.
Plank Warlord says, thank God you scare me with those wooden planks. If that scares you, you should see how I pulled my first engine. That would have terrified you.
Did Nick answer what he got on that 318?
I didn't see it. I had to pull an engine out of an SC1. I used the 3 trees. I tied them together in a come along. And I did a tripod and pulled the engine out that way. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, even if it's kind of sketchy.
Did not make much. It was a basic readable by a student from school. It was in the high 200 horsepower. Okay.
So you should be around the same.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't wipe out the cam, it's going to wipe out the cam, Nick. So. I'm not even gonna throw a number out there. I'm not even gonna throw a number out there. I think it'll make decent horsepower. Nick, are there any special things you want us to do with this thing? I don't know, like because we're gonna hand this off to you. Is there any special preparations you want us to,
I don't know what a shade tree is. Someone says I'm a
Shade tree mechanic.
yeah. I think I was 16 when I did that. 16 or 17.
John Wilburn says we'll blow that 200 horsepower away even with a bad cam. I don't know, John. There's a lot of people say I don't know what I'm doing.
Smoky dog.
Yeah, Smoky Dog would definitely,
Did you consult with him for this bill?
we should have consulted with Smoky
Is he on
Dog.
there? Can you ask him now?
And since you guys associate with me, you can't be any better. Think about it.
Are you painting it black?
He's painting it black. I don't know why. He likes black. I like blue, orange, red, but he likes black. So
it hides the oil. That's the real secret. That hides the oil leaks.
But then you don't know when you have an oil leak.
But then the check-in stations don't either. So when they're doing their walk through your car to make sure that you're going to be able to go down a track. No, I have my reasons for it. It has to do with thermodynamics. So entropy. That's all I got to say is entropy. John Wilburn said he checked. He's not watching.
Oh, okay. Don't oil down his dyno. That would be the one special thing.
We're sending down a package of our new product, Uncle Tony's Safety Absorbent. So if it does scatter, Nick is, covered.
Evan Cooper says, is this guy Italian? He doesn't know anything. If he knew something about mopars, he'd tell us about the Hemi V6.
You should sign that to Nick. Where's the marker?
I gotta find one.
Go find one.
Why don't you know anything about the Hemi V6?
Oh, because I'm not a mechanic. I play one on YouTube.
Okay.
I must be a Roadkill fan because the Motorhome 440 episode.
I don't know.
I don't know that episode.
Coronavirus goes down. We're going to actually be in plastic bubbles. We're not taking any chances.
When's the live going to start? 8 a.m.
8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Central Time.
And we'll both have a live going so you can get different perspective of what's going on. So if you have two screens, you can run both of them. Just make sure when you do that, your eyes are both looking the opposite directions so that you can watch both at the same exact second.
Nick wants to know if we're going to need the UTG absorbent. Now, honestly, Nick, I don't know. See, I'm just going to supervise this, I'm only looking things over, right? And even barely at that, because I'll be distracted doing other things. So it's actually him and John Wilburn, the moderator there, that are going to be putting this thing together and actually putting it together. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to do.
I've predominantly only built Toyota engines. So.
I hope it's going to be okay.
I've built most of my engines I've ever built were super engines, so I don't see there be any real big difference.
But just for the record, I'm just overseeing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking this.
I'll take responsibility if it scatters. Absolutely. I'm a middle child. I'm used to being blamed for everything.
Wait till you get like at the 100,000 subscriber mark. You'd be amazed what you get blamed for.
Listen, I'm already. There's no oxygen in space because of me, so it's fine.
I get people blaming me for like the Lindbergh baby.
Time travel.
Hey Tony, how much power is back-facing the valves generally worth? There's no way to quantify that, honestly, unless you actually took a cylinder head and only back-faced the valves and stuck it back on a fucking engine and dynoed it. There are a lot of things that you do to an engine that you really can't quantify because in and of itself, it doesn't make a major difference. But when you do a series of things, that's when the numbers start to add up. Does that make any sense? You can't really quantify what just turning the pistons around or just back-facing the valves or just cleaning up the bowls or just blocking off the heat. You can't quantify what each of these things are. But when you do them all together, it creates a package that, we'll go. Hey, Nick, What temperature do you think we should? We're gonna put a stat in this thing. What temperature you want us to run this at? I'm thinking like 180. Yeah.
I actually did mean to ask you that. I was going to pick up a stat, but I didn't end up picking up one.
Well, and Nick knows a lot more than any of us.
Lunar meant to ask about your YouTube name. You said it before at some point. My YouTube channel is Lunar Outlaws Garage. Also,
He's actually wanted on the moon.
yeah.
Nick says 180.
180. Okay. And Nick, he's coming down with his thermoquad. He's got a thermoquad off of 440. It's jetted for 440. Are you going to use that carburetor on the dyno, or are you going to use your own?
I was kind of thinking we might use his to break in the cam and then see if we can't get mine to further numbers.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it would be cool to go back and back. You do not use a thermoquad on the dyno. Okay. What are you going to use? I'm thinking this engine is going to want a minimum of like a 750.
He says we do not use the thermostat on the dyno.
Oh, don't use the thermostat. I thought you said thermoquad. Okay.
No, thermostat.
Okay.
His dyno's temp regulated. Are you not watching or paying attention?
I thought he said thermoquad. I thought he was like, no thermoquad on my dyno. Keep your thermoquad off my dyno. I thought that's what he was saying.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I would really like to see. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I think it'd be really cool to see how he tunes a thermoquad. Because I did rebuild the. I didn't really. I just replaced parts and pieces that need to be replaced.
Okay. He's going to use yours to start with the car. Yeah, break in the cam and all that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Nick, I wish I could be there. You have no idea.
Amy says, what's better in a car purchase, a rebuilt motor or a motor you pull and do it right? You never know what the last guy's done without opening it up.
Yeah, I've seen so many rebuilds that were just absolute horror stories. I mean, like really, really bad, right? Do it yourself.
I picked up a 7.
Adam OBT too, $5. Thank you so much, sir. You'll get 340 wheel horsepower. Well, he's got a chassis. He's got an engine dyno, so so 340 wheel horsepower would be about 390, 400 flywheel horsepower. And let me tell you something. There's a chance. I'm not going to go on a record here, right? But there's a chance it could actually go that far.
Yeah, I bought a 7M GTE rebuilt engine for my old Supra, and all they did was paint it. So I guess just painting an engine is how you rebuild an engine. So be careful.
Can I one day do a Magnum, please? Yes, absolutely. We're going to do the Slane 6 first. We're going to get the Slane 6 done and out of the way, and then I'm going to do a big block because we've done no big block stuff. We're gonna do a big block. There's many things coming. Many things coming. We're gonna be doing this channel until like YouTube says, "Get off my platform, damn you."
Nick says,
right.
Me too. All 3 in one room.
Yeah, at some point in the future, man. There's no way I can get away from here for them. You know what that's like.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Nick, what can I send you from Tennessee? What do you want from over here? What do we have in Tennessee that you guys need up there in Canada?
Yeah, I'll be going up there. So
aside from our new Uncle Tony's Garage safety absorbent,
the truck has a lot of room, so I can fit a lot of stuff in there if need be.
What can we send?
I don't know, whatever Nick wants.
Ted said the stock 7M is it. I have, if depending on what you need, I might have it. Email me. I have about.
He's thinking on it.
3 cars worth of Toyota Supra parts. I've been selling it off because I don't need all those parts, but I might have what you need.
Yeah, 426. Yeah, we are. The plan is to meet in Carlisle. Nick and I are going to get together in Carlisle. I'm absolutely wanting to do some video work with Nick. So we'll get together in Carlisle and we'll do something.
I keep hearing, what kind of flag for Nick? Like the state flag or something?
You want to send him your Tennessee flag?
That's been hanging in the garage since the day
Since
we
you
moved here.
Can we get him
It's a
one somewhere?
mess.
I know it's all dirty.
I only have one New York State flag, and that was my dad's from when he was a Ranger, so that one's staying home.
Can we get one? Where can we get one?
Vincenzo Napolitano. Bring him coffee. Vinny Knapp. Man, I don't know if you're familiar. The fellow that ran Englishtown was his name was Vinny Knapp. Same name as yours. Great guy.
Nick needs a pet chicken.
He says I have a few flags of Tennessee already, so we gotta send him something else.
Yeah, Nick, whatever you want. You say the word, whatever you want. I'll send it up here. Send it up to you.
We'll find something cool.
There's no. He's not related. We're not related.
I'm not even Italian.
You guys hungry?
No, thank you.
Not at all?
Nope.
No, we're good.
I appreciate it.
Okay. I gotta eat something. I'm starving.
You know what? You know what I want?
What?
It's spinach.
How I got down here, my stepdad actually lent me our work truck, which worked out very well, other than the fact it doesn't have AC. And I started out at my house at below 40 degrees, and I got here and it was almost 90.
8 3/4, 741, 742, 49. What are the differences? 741 has a small diameter pinion with a step in it. 742 has a larger, right? And then the 49 has the largest. The 49 also has a crush collar, and the other ones don't. They have an actual fixed bearing.
Virginia has the best state flag. It's a lady. Oh, it's a lady with one boob hanging out with a spear and a sword, standing on a dead trite.
John, is she hot?
Oh, I know. What is it? New York State's the most honest, at least. At least it tells you it's the Empire's. They're trying to control your life.
741 has a 1 3/8 pinion, same as a 9-inch 40. You know too much, John.
Plank, yes, I have merch. If you go to Teespring and just type Lunar Outlaws Garage, or if you go to one of my YouTube videos, and it's in the description down
Look
below.
at that.
I have stickers just like that. I have T-shirts and stuff like that. So. And I came up with that design. I would like to say one night, but it took took longer than it should have to come up with that design. The stickers come out really nice, though. The stickers and the T-shirts.
Derek from Bicycle Garage mentioned that he had reached out to you. Is there any chance that you two would do some sort of collaboration in the future? Yeah, I'm definitely open to doing it. Derek's a pretty cool guy. We talked a bit on the phone.
That'd be very cool.
He had some wiring issues with his Duster. But yeah, I'm definitely open to it. I love that caddy he picked up. I saw the video we did yesterday. That white 70 caddy. Oh, that thing is sweet. That's like I hope he's got good plans for that thing. I didn't watch the video all the way to the end to know exactly how it ended up, but I hope he's got like really good plans for that thing, because that car, that's the epitome of 1970 class style engineering. It's beautiful.
It's the bumper on that. So I have a 71 Buick GS on my channel. It was a total rat when I bought it. But the bumper on it is off of a 1970. So my design was how I got the car. So it is technically a 1970 Buick GS on my logo, but it's representing my 71, which I did finally find a bumper that will actually bring the bumper back to the original style.
Nick, you want what kind of coffee we have in Tennessee? We have like regular coffee. Like, hang on a second, Kat, what coffee we got for Nick?
Do we have any special Tennessee coffee?
We don't have any special thing. Give me a can of chock full of nuts right there.
Give me a can.
Give me a can. Give me a can.
Nick, we actually have a person that makes coffee at my house or at my town.
Nick, you like this? I'll send this to you. You like this? It's 100% Colombian. Yeah, you want?
Yeah.
Where did we get Folgers from?
I
Coffee.
know we bought it.
Fresh make coffee. That's the word.
Hang on.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Don't go anywhere.
Jim G says Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Folgers. I can't reach it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Super hard.
That's because I smoked when I was a kid.
Yeah, why'd you send
Take Lunar Outlaw in the carry van. That's my dream vehicle. I did get to go for a ride in one of the webs today.
What are you doing?
I'm seeing. Oh, this stuff.
What?
Ah.
What are you doing?
Nick, you asked about coffee. Nick,
Send Nick a hat and a t-shirt.
do
Yeah,
you,
what size t-shirt
Yeah.
does he wear?
Nick, do you like this stuff?
Ask him what size t-shirt.
Folgers black.
Ask Nick what size t-shirt he wears.
Joe Jackson says, who makes the, it's Young's, I keep wanting to call it Love's. I think it's called Young's Pharmacy in Averill Park. If you go right inside, it's a real mom and pop. Best milk in town. It's actually from a farm right down the road. And
Nick, which one of these you want, Nick?
Sonny, ask Nick what size t-shirt he wears.
Yeah, and tell me which size t-shirt you wear, bro.
Paula's Kitchen, yes.
Yeah, the black silk is really good.
I think an egg. Running an egg.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Full of nuts. That's the one you want? Okay, we'll send you that. Yeah, that's for Nick. You know what? Send him the black silk too. He'll like that. I know he'll
Actually,
like that.
black silk is probably the best Folgers.
It's well, this one I think is open. Yeah, wait, hang on. I make sure I got you a good. Oh, there's a step ladder. Why don't you tell me where the step ladder?
Nick, would you prefer Turkish or Averill Park's specifically made coffee? I get you a pound of that.
There you go. Fresh unopened. There you go, buddy.
Thank you very much, Amy, for the shout out. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through these.
What size shirt does he wear?
I'm saying a medium. But
Nick, what? Yeah, medium. Where's the medium? Oh.
actually, get a large then.
Yeah, Nick, we're out. We're fresh out of mediums, and we haven't been able to get any. We'll send you. Is a large okay? They're cheap shirts. They shrink anyway, you know. Here you go, Nick. We'll send you up a hat. Yeah. And throw it with the coffee. Ari's got steaks on the grill, and there was a full mariachi band playing. Nice. We have. Wait. Here,
Nick, did you say what kind of coffee you want from Averill Park? Do you want the
no,
Turkish?
Cinnamon.
Oh, from my town.
Yeah.
I'll get you the Averill Park one. Oh yeah. Jimmy Ford said Lunar Outlaws. Lunar Outlaws Automotive Enthusiasts, my Facebook group. If you ask to be part of that, you can upload your pictures of your projects and have a conversation between everybody. It's not just a page; it's a conversation for everyone.
He needs stickers, right?
Yeah, send him some stickers.
Where are the stickers?
We'll send him some t-shirts and then we'll send him the medium as soon as we get it.
Yeah, we'll tell him we'll send a large up so he's got it, and then
Yeah,
the mediums, as soon as we get the mediums in.
Andrew Miller says, I didn't know you were doing a live show tonight. Just found your channel recently. I've been devouring your videos. He's got very, very good videos, that's for sure. I still, to this day, one of my favorite videos of his is the cold start one. That's hilarious. I actually think that was the first video I saw.
It was one of the first ones you did.
Really?
Yeah.
I really like the muscly sound of the lawnmower.
Did you?
That was the best one. Are you Chinese? Who are you? Who's Chinese? Me? I am part German, part Native American. Oh, your battery's running low.
Oh, you gotta push the cord into the wall.
Push the cord into the wall?
Oh, no, it's not plugged in here.
Oh.
Okay, Nick, here's some stickers. Okay, we'll send you some stickers. And here's an Atrus Express license frame. They sent me like a ton of these things. I got them everywhere. So here, we'll send you that too. Give them that. Give you some shit. Where's your YouTube channel? Don't worry, Nick. We got coffee. Got tons of coffee coming up to you now.
You ready for your spinach?
Hey Tony, from an architectural standpoint, which is better, the small or big block Mopar? Which has the better design? You know what? You really got to flip a coin on that. You really got to flip a coin on that. I'm going to say from an overall ultimate strength standpoint, I mean the 426 Hemi, the current aluminum 426 Hemi is a derivative of the big block Chrysler. So from an ultimate strength standpoint, yeah, the big block Chrysler's got it over every other engine on Earth, right? But from a street engine, flexibility, usability, workability, and all of it, the small block is yeah, you really got to flip a coin with something like that.
Ask Fine if he wants some spinach. Do you want some spinach?
All right.
So you can't eat anything.
I can't eat anything. I got to chew, but I can just swallow spinach. Maybe you got a bunch of salt, please.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking salt. I need. I love spinach. You never put enough.
You're welcome, Tony.
Thank you, baby. I love you so much. Cash, you fried me up some spinach.
How long was my trip to Tennessee? Well, I started. If you go on their time, not my time, I would have left my house at 1 a.m. and I don't know what time I got here.
You got here around 5, right?
Around 5.
Yeah.
So 1 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it was a hike. Fortunately, though, there's really nobody on the road. I didn't hit any traffic until I think actually until after I was through, where was I when I hit traffic? Probably went like maybe 5 miles down the road, it seems like.
What is really wet spinach, Ben?
What?
Really wet spinach. You got a lot of.
Well, here, you want me to drain
A lot
it?
of spinach liquid.
Night, Ted.
You want me to drain it?
Would you please, just a little bit?
Where's Nick? Nick is in Montreal, which is approximately 1,500 miles. Although I got to go back to my house first, so I can leave my house first thing in the morning, so I can get to Nick's as he opens up. And I have to take into account that I have to go through customs.
Here you go.
Lunar's
look
not
at that.
Italian, so he doesn't get hungry. No, but I am German, and we really do like our hamburgers.
You know, I identify as a German.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm Italian, but I identify as a German.
Oh, sorry.
And sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah.
Jawohl.
Ja.
Nein.
Where am I even
Nein, sprechen
cooking
Sie
food?
Deutsch?
I actually happen to love spinach. I love broccoli. I love Brussels sprouts.
Thanks, Wendy. I'm glad I made it as well. The only thing I had happen was really the only big issue was shifting cables starting to get a little wonky. And I can know my vent tube on the pickup truck decided it doesn't want to work right. So I can only fill up 1/10 of a gallon at a time. So filling up takes forever. With enough butter and salt, every healthy food can taste good.
Oh,
I agree.
We need a hat for Jim G too. Jim, we'll send you a hat too. Don't.
Nick some eggs.
Oh yeah, Nick. Is Nick still here?
There's too many eggs.
Yeah, but how are they gonna make it up there?
You know how you can make it so that you use more eggs?
Huh?
Eat more eggs.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
I got to the point where I eat like a dozen eggs at a time.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about running a dual quad setup on a small block streetcar?
Oh, talk about the dog. Someone was asking, Plank was asking if I have a new girlfriend. I'm married with twins.
And you got a girlfriend too? You're a better man than I am.
The puppy.
Oh.
Maggie?
Oh,
Yeah, Jim,
there we
no
go.
problem. We'll send you stickers. We'll send you a hat. And we'll find other stuff and throw in. We're going to send you guys up a whole big care package. I have no idea what we're going to send up there yet.
What size shirt does he wear?
What size shirt do you wear, Jim?
Don't forget George and Vasilis.
No.
Extra large or large for
Okay.
Jim?
Okay.
Okay. We're going to remember this?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to read.
Oh, making your wife jealous then with Maggie. Let's see.
Wow.
The UTG care package. What's up, fellas? How much horsepower do you think the stock 360 block can handle before you need to start to worry?
Depends on whether or not you've got a detonation prone thing. Without detonation, 600, 700 horsepower, no problem. With detonation, she's gone at 400 horsepower or less. So it just depends on your combination.
Gary says, hi, Tony, Lunar, and Kathy.
What's up, Gary?
Lunar, on your travels through Ontario, if you have any issues, reach out to me. I could.
Nick, don't worry about it. He's got it covered. He's already taken care of that. He'll get through the border, no problem.
Let's see. Lunar, did you see Jim G suggest about the border? I've done a lot of footwork for the border. We're gonna get through it. I'm jealous. I want a UTG meal.
UTG what?
Meal.
Meal?
Show him what we're having tomorrow.
Oh.
With the lunches for the
So
guys.
first, the border's only closed for recreational stuff and like that kind of travel. They're still open for business. They're still open for a lot of things. So don't worry about it. I spent like 2 weeks researching it, calling everyone all the way up
I know
to.
some drip.
Um,
Yeah, this is what the guys are eating tomorrow. Huh? Beef tenderloin. Nothing but the best for the UTG crew.
the dog is all like, ah, yes. Lunar, Skookamore, read Tony's stuff. UTG family. Let's see. Uncle Tony becomes Popeye when he eats spinach. That's why he has survived. I have a 360 Magnum in my 98 Grand Cherokee. It required 91 octane or higher, but still has pre-detonation even with 93. Apparently Chrysler had issues with that. It's annoying.
Yeah, you got a basic tune problem there. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that.
Spinach is high in vitamin C and iron. Lots of iron. Oh, my wife can't eat a lot of it because of the iron. Wow.
Yes, Lamb Chop is going to be here tomorrow. Yes.
UTG the Grill Master. We've both been isolated for more than the 2 weeks, so.
Who's gonna cook the meat while you're building the motor? And
I can cook and build.
you can cook.
Yeah, please.
He's lying. That's an eye of round, not a tenderloin.
No, Ari, it's a tenderloin.
Tenderloin, Harry.
Iron like a listen, just sit there. If you want your daily dose of iron, just gnaw on it. Just chew on the iron block. And tuna pie. What is tuna pie?
Oof.
No?
I love spinach pie. Oh God, I love spinach pie. Nick, do you have spinach pie where you are? You make spinach pie? You're Greek. You gotta make spinach pie, right? That's your birthright of your people. Spinach pie and ouzo.
So as long as everything goes together, my plan is to this is to Nick, because Nick was just asking to be kept posted. I'll definitely call you. But my goal is to get back up to my house Monday night. And then Tuesday, I'm not gonna take anything out of the truck. I'm just gonna drive up there so that I can get there in time for you guys to open up. So the 5th, I think. But I'll keep you apprised the whole way of what's going on, just to make sure that you know I'm coming. Let's see. Scott Tracy, Lunar, are you going to get Tony on the motor when he's done eating?
I'm never really done eating.
Never. Never.
And calcium from concrete. How will we be able to live stream the marathon without lagging?
We'll do it over our phones.
I didn't notice what I had for reception, but I have generally pretty good reception down here, so.
Yeah, where's Bluto? I'm ready for him.
Ludo?
Yeah. Oh, good, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, where were we? Let's do this thing. We have 410 people watching us right now.
Watching you eat spinach.
Yeah.
Corn is for liquor, not fuel. Yeah, I hate that we have ethanol and gas.
Fine. It doesn't bother me in the least. I don't know why everybody has such a hard time with it. Just do a shot, it's like $5.
Thanks, Stu.
He's anti-ethanol and gas, and I'm okay with ethanol. I'm indifferent towards ethanol and gas.
I have my, I don't know. Should be making other things than corn.
Oh, well, you know, from a political standpoint, yes, I agree. Yeah.
No, I'm just running on like what is it? Not a fog right now, but a fugue. Like
he's got jet lag. The guy's been on the road for he hasn't stopped moving. When did you wake up?
Would have been for you. It'd been 12:30
last night.
This morning a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep.
So that's not bad. You haven't been up for 24 hours yet.
Not yet. No.
Oh,
You're fine for like 2
you're
days.
a pussy. Come on.
You're fine for like 2 days.
Yes, snap it up. Snap it up,
You're
man.
gonna start back on Monday. Sleep.
That's all right. You remember what I used to do when I was his age?
That's why they make energy drinks. Just keep pounding them.
Oh my god. Those are not good for you.
They're terrible for you. But they do the trick, and they taste better than the $5 energy chalk there.
I once drove from New York to Cordova, Illinois, right? Listen to me, right?
To where?
Cordova.
Oh.
Whatever that is.
I had to
Illinois.
weld on a broken chassis. Okay, this is when we were doing the fuel card thing, right? So I had to weld on a broken chassis. So I had a TIG, okay, but I had no mask.
Oh,
I had nothing. I had no glasses, no mask, no nothing, right? But you got to bite the bullet. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Come on.
Do you remember when I flash burned myself?
You've done it many times.
Oh yeah, but this time was really bad. Well, thank you, Appleby. Thank you so much.
That's big one.
Yeah. Riding the rocket.
I just noticed that.
Again, thank you, brother, so much. So I got to weld this fucking broken chassis and get it to. Oh no, I had to get myself to because I was working on a bunch of different cars, right? So I had to get to Cordova, Illinois, for a race on Saturday night. So Friday night, I weld this fucking chassis overnight, like I get it all done, and I welded for like 6 hours with no eye protection. Wait, and it was summertime. It was like 90 degrees. I remember it was like 91 degrees.
Oh, boy.
Okay, overnight this is in New York with a lot of heavy humidity.
Yeah.
So I welded for like 5 hours with no mask, sweating profusely in a wife beater. Okay, so not only did I have the ultimate in flash burn, like my eyes, but I had first and second degree burns over like every bit of my body.
That's when you had to go to Anthony's kindergarten graduation.
Oh, God.
First, I went to that race.
Right, but you went to the graduation all burned up with red eyes.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at you like, what the hell?
So you got to be there, right? You got to do what you got to do. So I'm jacked. I'm blinking like this, okay, and the tears are just running out of my eyes. I got to drive 800 miles to Cordova. So you know what? You just got to do it. You got to bite the bullet. So I get in the car and I drive the 800 miles doing this, right? And the tears are blowing like the whole way. I had to stop. I had to keep stopping and drinking water because I was dehydrating. My shirt and my pants were drenched, and the skin was bubbling off my arms, and my face. I drove to fucking Illinois. We ran the car. I did my job. I got paid. I jumped back in the fucking car and got back to New York and ended up at, where was it?
Anthony's kindergarten graduation.
Like kids' kindergarten to graduation. So I was like, and the whole time, like this.
Then you ran the car.
Covered with fucking burns.
Oh, my God.
You do stupid things.
Oh, well, I was the sickness. I had the sickness. I had to get it done.
Like a drug addict.
People are like, why don't you race anymore? What are you, a pussy? yeah, I am now. Because I did all of that. I have post-traumatic stress disorder from all this shit.
I do. All I did is watch.
Have you ever run on moonshine? That'd be very expensive,
What's that?
running on moonshine.
Yeah, unless you make the moonshine.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Actually, one of my favorite things to make is you make hard cider, and then you freeze it, and then you pour it out, and it's just alcohol. A little bit of sugar if there's any sugar left, but.
Thor, hi UT, what's the best year 440 block for adding power? 1976, 77, and 78 castings, 440 castings, have the largest main bearing saddles, right? So that's the area between the cam and the main shell. And what happened was Chrysler revised on the 426 Hemi for 1970, they revised the upper main saddle because it was cracking there. And in 1976, they adopted that larger Hemi main saddle into the 440 block. So if you're looking to actually put any squeeze to a 440, really put the shit to it, you want to get 76, 77, 78 casting. Those are the strongest of them, the Hemi main saddle.
Dylan, about a 441, 440 one Summit Cam 6901 for my 318. Has a new thermoquad with a cast intake. Thoughts on advancing the...
Dylan, I'm not familiar with that cam. It's 441 lift, 441,000 slip. What's the duration on it? What's the lobe separation angle on it? Is it ground with advanced already in it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm not familiar with that cam. Buff del Campo sent $10. Thank you. Tough. Slow fuel fill is probably a bowl and a fill to provide. Oh, I guess you're answering somebody else's. Oh, well, thank you for sending the $10 anyway, Buff. That's awesome of you. $114 lobe separation, 278 degrees. All right, and at the end of the, if you got the cam card there, at the end of the cam number, does it give you like a plus or a minus 4 or 04 or anything like that? Seth, give Lunar. Okay, we'll do that. Thank you, Seth. I'm assuming that cam is straight up, and the 278 is advertised duration. That's not duration at 50. Hang on. Seth sent you $20 for gas. I gotta take care of that.
Thank you, man.
That's a really super mild cam, bro. I mean, I don't know if it's ground with any advance in it, but that's a very mild cam. So yeah, I mean, you may want to try 2 degrees. That's always safe. Uncle Crystal's here.
Oh, hello.
Uncle Crystal, what's going on? You ready for the big day tomorrow?
Here's the cam specs.
Of your cam?
Yeah.
Why do we have any specs for your cam?
Oh, just in case we wanted to discuss it.
We'll have plenty of time to talk about that tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah. Who's all at the house? Just Brian here and Uncle Kathy.
Oh, Lunar walked away when I replied to him. What did you say?
$10. He sent. Oh, slow fuel full. Okay, that's.
Well, no. What happened was the filler neck, the tube coming back up, the vent tube that comes back up was broken a long time ago, and we kind of ran another tube back through it, and somehow on my travel up, it decided to fall up underneath. So it's not venting properly. It's something I'm gonna have to fiddle with when I get up to, back up to our garage.
Thank you, Jared. Appreciate that. Uncle Crystal is so popular. They love Uncle Crystal. No, John is not here. John will be joining us in the morning, and Lamb Chop will be joining us in the morning also.
It's gonna be a mad thrash.
That's right, Zero. The UTG family is always growing. This is our tribe. We're getting it together.
Maggie's over there.
Michael Brown, RC Top Fueler. Thanks for the great videos. No problem, brother, man. We appreciate that.
It's gonna be a Charlie Foxtrot. Is that what you're saying? A cluster?
Good night, Zero, brother, man. Oh, okay. That's Uncle Kathy posting on Uncle Tony's garage. Motor swap. So happy I found this channel so technical, explaining so easy. And so we try to make things as simple as possible. You know, it's almost like guys like they overcomplicate shit just because it's like I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like we try to go the opposite. We try to make things as simple as possible. Here, you read some there.
Can I join the tribe? LOL. Just got a 75 Trans Am 455, and I'm only in.
You can't read.
Trenton. Yeah.
Sound it out.
Hey, Lunar, try to pump gas with the handle upside down. I have the same problem in my truck too.
It's Brian McBang Shift. The Brian McBang Shift. That is true fucking royalty right there.
What's up, man? What fuel are you gonna run in the run? What fuel am I gonna run, Lunar? In what the? I don't know. Just I like to use the 91 octane down where I come from Stewart's because it has no ethanol, but.
And I'd like to see him running on mozzarella, which requires very big jets, and you got to open up the air bleeds a lot, you know.
Do you get quarter-inch drill bit?
Yeah. We'll hook you. Don't worry about that.
What pump gas? Probably just. I'm probably gonna run it on 91. Down.
You got to when you run the mozzarella, you got to keep the compression low. Because it doesn't atomize very well. It tends to go in like a, you know, you've seen mozzarella. You've seen when it gets melty. Well, it goes in like that. So you want to keep the compression ratio down around 2-to-1. And then, you know.
Do you have to use a rubber crankshaft with that?
No, don't be silly.
Don't be silly.
So did you see that Seth sent $20 for Lunar's gas?
Yes.
Okay.
What compression ratio? You know, on the 318, Nick, we're using the stock pistons. We're using the stock pistons and the original cylinder heads. So whatever it works out to is like 8.2-to-1, 8.5-to-1, something like that.
The Quadrajet on my 455 up Tang. Good old Quadrajet. I don't know if Tang would make really good gas.
No, Tang would not work. But mozzarella. You'd be surprised at the power you can find in cheese.
Power of cheese.
The power of cheese.
I am interested. I'm just tired.
It's 10 o'clock. You guys should wrap it up. You gotta get up early. You need to stop looking into his.
Benicio, yeah, 2-to-1. Your compression ratio when you're running mutts, you gotta run it very, very low compression because the mutts takes up the whole combustion chamber. So if you run a high, you know, you stand a chance of hydraulic lock and thing. So a 2-to-1 compression ratio leaves you plenty of room for the mutts and expansion. You see what I'm saying? And mutts is an extremely slow burning fuel, very much like nitromethane.
What time is it gonna start? 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. You guys gotta get some shut-eye. It's gonna be quite the day tomorrow. I gotta charge my phone.
318 will run. Just so you both know, there is really only one 318 will run. You know, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Punk Warlord says, Tony, let the poor Lunar go to bed.
He can do whatever he wants. He's a big boy. Look at the fucking beard he's got. It's so nice. I'm jealous. You got a nice beard. Mine is all blotchy and gray and weird.
You're getting sleepy.
For Tang, you have to have 12-to-1. It'll work, it'll detonate.
Oh, for Tang? No. You got to go way high for Tang. Way high. 75, 79-to-1 compression ratio.
No, 7 a.m. New Jersey time, right?
You need actual full quench.
Yeah, 7 a.m. New Jersey time. We gotta dye your beard. There's always hair dye. Remember we were going to do that video?
yeah.
Because it's like 5 different colors.
Whatever happened to the big boy with the race fan? He felt he could do better with his own YouTube channel, so that's what he did.
Let's get 318 likes. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Hypertang. The Citrus Project.
It's all about the tang, man.
Let the tang ferment.
Put a little bit of yeast in there. Tang was used to fuel rockets.
The astronauts ran on time.
No, Terrence, they aren't listening to me.
Give them a clip.
Yeah, you guys should go to sleep.
We're gonna go to sleep. It's only, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but you guys have been going.
Lunar, if you're heading through my town, Ontario, I'll give you a V10 for your next project. If you want.
We have to take it out. That sounds wonderful.
That'd be really good. Yeah, okay. Is it the Triton V10? Is it the 2-valve or 3-valve? Or is it the Dodge V10? Or is it a Ferrari V10 or a Audi? There's a lot of V10s actually.
Mopar, thank you, brother.
Thank you, Mopar Dan. Uncle Kathy's garden. Both the garage and garden get the funding. Thank you.
That'd be interesting. Then drop the V.
She's been working on the garden. It's actually looking really nice.
Put the V10 in the Dodge pickup truck. That'd be sweet. V10 Magnum. There you go. That'd fit nicely in the 81 Ram.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. 2 a.m. Eastern time, so 1 o'clock for them.
Thank you, Uncle Lord's wife. Have you been watching International Quarantine Car Show?
No, not even know such a thing existed.
The V10 Ram, the Ram Charger's gone now, right?
Yeah, Ram Charger's gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of a relief, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a tumor.
I mean, it was a great truck.
It's a beautiful truck, but it didn't
It
fit.
just had so much.
It didn't fit.
So much. What time does tomorrow's stream start? 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Central
Standard Time. Thank you, Jupiter Mustang Mike. I can't even read. I've been up for a long time.
Thank you, Jupiter.
Oof, you know what? I need more aspirin.
Are you in pain?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're serious about the V10,
you're really gonna go to Ontario and yank
where's
a fucking
Ontario? What am I thinking? No, that's way too far away. Maybe someday. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh right, the Boss Garage. I forgot. Yeah, he was having an online car show. Yeah, I have not been paying attention.
Do you want another big 10 or a small?
No, just a little one.
Uncle Tony, in your Nitro days, did you, your crew, ever have a chance to chat with Dale Armstrong?
Oh, who did I crew with? Bunch of East Coast cars. I mean, I bounced from car to car to car for years. All New York-based cars or East Coast-based cars, and then started in the Midwest, in the Chicago area. So, you know, the Brett Walker's Time Machine, Mike Paisley's Chicago Fire, was partners with Logano on a Top Fuel car. Caminito I worked for on and off for a few years, and then just Dale Barlett, just countless cars. And did I ever talk with Dale Armstrong? I don't believe I've ever met Dale Armstrong. No.
How many gallons of Tang do you drink a day?
It depends how hot it is out. If it's hot, I drink a lot. I'm a guinea, so I sweat, all the time. It's disgusting.
Sunday. Yes.
Yeah, Ontario is on the West Coast.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Ontario, Canada?
Yeah. Is it?
Believe so. It's
We should know these things.
Yeah, Montreal is above us, and Ontario is above, like, Washington.
Is it? No. No, I've been to Ontario. Trust me, I gotta go to the West Coast.
Question for all three. What is your preferred favorite daily driver? Uncle Kathy, what's your favorite daily driver?
I like driving the Swinger.
72. Kathy likes the 72 Swinger, the one that we're doing the 360 build on right now.
Well, Ontario is straight up from us.
I
Above
prefer my
Michigan.
67
Oh, above
GT
Michigan.
273 car. And what's your preferred daily driver?
My preferred daily driver that's been the most reliable and I actually has quite a bit of pep to it is going to be currently my O2 BMW.
That's so lame.
But it's my dad mobile. I can fit my twins in it.
I'm a grandpa and I don't drive lame things. Oh, that's okay. No, that's cool. That's all good. Yeah.
The whole front end was ripped off when I got it. I got that for $350.
Well, then that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Tony's swinging, and yeah, this is what I do. It's part of my condition.
Ontario's above Buffalo.
It's above the mitten.
It's above the mitten.
Michigan.
It's above Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, if I get this satellite all together, I might have a different choice of my daily driver. But I only have, out of the 9 cars I have, more than half of them don't even have engines in them. So.
Oh, Howie Man Murdoch says BMW is gay.
No.
That's what he says.
Actually, if you ever get a chance to ride in a E39, it's about the only BMW I'd ever recommend you drive. The other ones they're just not very good.
Let me ask you a question: when you're driving a BMW, do you feel like a douchebag?
I deliberately make sure I remove the blinkers.
Okay. Okay.
I have to immerse myself in the BMW lifestyle.
Does it become part? I'm serious.
You got to make sure you floor it all the time, and you just weave in and out of traffic.
Because there are some cars, like when I drive them, right? Like Vets, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like I need to like slick my fucking hair back. You know what I mean?
Well, no. In all honesty, the BMW I have is it's for executives. It's actually meant to be you're meant to be driven in it, so you don't really have all the comforts in the front. It's all the comforts go in the back. It's got an AC unit specifically for the people in the back.
Okay.
And Nick says Ontario is above Michigan and New York, and Danielle says it's an hour from Montreal.
I don't think I'll really have time right now to do it. So.
672E Galaxy says, you got a BMW. Excellent. Do you feel like a douchebag when you're driving it? I'm just curious.
So
I'm not saying you are. Do you feel like one when you're driving a BMW? That's all I want to know.
Well, mine is also patchwork colors, and it's all beat, and it looks like crap. It looks like a reject.
Yep. See, he does. Excellent. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a big believer in the yin and the yang. If you're going to be cool, okay, if you're going to be really cool, part of you has to be extremely uncool, right? So, if you're going to be a good guy, you know what I mean, and all of that, you have to also be partially douchebag. And if no, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I'm 100% serious.
Balance.
It's a balance. You have to have both. If you don't have both, then you're not a whole person, and you can't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has a cool. A fucking Ford Galaxy, and that makes him like a good guy, you know what I mean? And then he drives like a BMW, it makes him like a fucking douchebag. And so, right in the middle is a whole human. You see what I'm saying? What does the power steering pump take to turn? I believe the number is an average, right? I believe the number is 12 horsepower, and that's an average.
That's what it looked like when I got it.
Oh shit! Wow, that's pretty rough.
Wow.
and now it's about 5 different colors. Not by choice, just it is what it is.
When does the build begin?
Oh Jesus! It begins at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yes, cool equals driving Mrs. Landy. Yeah, Mrs. Landy is cool. She really needs a lot of work.
Oh, so the other big thing, if you're driving around in a Corvette, it's very, very important you wear tube socks that go almost up to your knees. You wear shorts that go above your knees, and you have to have a white shirt.
When I drive any sort of like sporty type of car, I I stick my stomach way out. You know what I mean? It's like, no, like, you try to suck it in, but when I'm like, trying to, you stick that shit way out. You know what I mean?
Can you read anymore?
No.
I can't read. I'm so tired.
My son's daily driver is a 71 Dart custom 4-door 318 with headers.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
How cool am I in a 70 Challenger? What should I wear? Belly definitely stuck out as far as possible.
You got it. Maybe a Hawaiian shirt. Maybe you throw a Hawaiian shirt into that. And definitely, if you're like bald or mostly bald, you got a little hair on the side, slick that shit way back.
Uncle Crystal says the build starts at 9 p.m. in China.
Okay, excellent.
It's good to know.
We have viewers in the Wuhan province, I think, survivors.
Build begins at 2 p.m. in England, John says. 2 p.m.? Is that right?
Is there any high performance secrets you all been keeping from us? Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
That's why they're
All of them. I just give you. I only give you the stuff that you humans can absorb. You know what I'm saying?
The real secret is how you install pistons. If you want to go fast, you just put them in there without any type of compression tool, and you just hit them with a hammer. And you just send them home.
Push them down with your hand. Give them the thumb push. Done. In. Yeah, I only give speed secrets that I feel that humans can absorb, and I keep the rest of it to myself.
Apple B66 says Uncle Kathy, I race a 72 Swinger big tire car, R3 426 stroker, 15 to 1 compression, W2 heads with power glide, and Dana 60 488. Runs 940s. Perfect daily driver.
There you go.
I feel like that's one of those things that if you have to ask what the gas mileage is, it's not for you.
What are my thoughts on bracket racing? Yeah, it's funny. I was like, when I was younger, I was so anti-bracket racing. I was like, oh my God, that's automotive communism, right? And I despise bracket racing. But now that I'm older, it's like I totally get it. And I also know that I can't do it. I've tried. I can't do it. I cannot cut a light like that. I don't have that consistency in me. I just so
That's because you cheat.
so
You always jump.
Yeah, right, exactly. I spent my life learning how to cheat at street racing, and so you put me in a bracket type of situation, and I'm completely lost. So I mean, honestly, I have a whole new respect for bracket racing, and for bracket racers that I never had before. And I used to when I was younger, when I was in New York, I used to hang out with Butch DiLorenzo and Sam Biondo. I was with Sam Biondo when he invented the practice tree. I was hanging out in his fucking house, playing with the first prototype practice tree, me and his daughter Krista, and we were racing each other. And so yeah, I mean, I have a history that goes back in bracket racing, but I just never did any of it myself and never really understood it. But I do now.
RGB was asking roller or flat tap it in the 318. It's going to get flat tappets.
What are some ways you could cheat at racing? Every way.
I mean, yeah, that's
Everywhere.
the whole point. They've always all the way to the acid dipping of the cars to all the crazy crap they did over the years.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. It's that simple.
Until they catch up onto you, and then the next thing you know, you have to do something different.
Right. You always have to stay ahead of the rules makers.
For a 408 stroker kit, what company would you choose? Also, is there any killer factory small block heads that you would work on a stroker?
I mean, depending on the bore, the X or the J heads. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with them. 4-inch bore, you go to 188 valves. You go bigger than a 4-inch bore, you go to the 202 valves, and then just basic porting, and those heads work really well. As far as brands of stroker parts, I don't have a favorite brand.
Eric Espinoza says favorite JDM car.
I don't know. That's the kind of thing I'd have to. I like so much of it, but I'm not immersed in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the idea of it. I like that whole JDM the show that they have on Motor Trend.
I
Yeah,
don't know that one.
they have a show called JDM Classics on Motor Trend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
What they call the early Z's, fair ladies.
Oh, those are sweet.
I love the old Z's, the 240Zs. I actually had a couple of them way back in the day, and I had a bunch of guys who used to come to me, customers, and with them. I like the whole movement. I like the whole idea of it. Don't really have a favorite though.
Mine would be 1989 Toyota Supra to 1991. It has to be a make year or a make of May or newer, because then you have a better, everything in it is better over the previous generation. Doing our best under the circumstances here random.
You're going to use your racing ethos on a Hot Wheel for Lamarosa rails. Hope it passes tech. Let me tell you something. Cash fixes a lot of tech inspectors. This is something I found over the years. You'd be amazed what how liberal a tech inspector can be with cash.
That's because you're cheap, and we'll leave that part out.
What's that?
That's just kind of random.
Ah.
I'm building a 72 240Z with a SBC.
Good night, Jim.
Those are really, I love those body styles though. Very, 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 I feel like they're very European style.
You heard Smokey Unic used to read what wasn't in the rule books. Well, he used to call it creative rules interpretation. All right, you want to? I think we should probably.
Yeah.
I think okay. Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours. Oh, we have 376 people still with us. We're only 295 likes.
We didn't get to 318. We were so close.
Guys, we need 318 likes. If you haven't liked this thing, just get us up to 318 so we can like. All right, here we go. It's 298. It's going to climb. As soon as you ask for likes, it fucking
I don't know what happened, but Howling Medic says, Tony, tell the kid I don't mean to be offensive.
Oh, to the younger kid there?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's talking about you because he wouldn't say the word fuck.
Oh. Well, we had that one kid.
And I think they went to bed.
Oh.
Or their parents pulled them away. What are you watching this old degenerate for?
All right, we're going to go to sleep. We're going to get super
Oh,
early.
353 likes. Oh, you guys are awesome. You know that? You guys are awesome. 355. And we can't sign off until the likes stop.
Good night,
the
Mopar
likes
Dan.
have to like level out.
Mopar Dan's going to sleep.
Good night, Mopar Dan. Thank you so much.
Later.
All right. So listen,
Good night, RGB.
guys.
RGB. What?
God. Ari,
Me?
Fubar.
Tired.
Thank you guys so much. John, thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow. And
Good night, Fubar. Good night, Ari.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for everybody who contributed or even just threw a like at it.
See you tomorrow, Uncle Crystal.
So tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Central Time, Lunar, us, Uncle Crystal, Lamb Chop, and John Wilburn, and I don't know, probably other people too, or beings will stop by and be part of this first ever YouTube live engine build. That's crazy, right?
I'm tired already just thinking
we gotta be stoned to come up with something like this. Why didn't you try to talk me out of this?
I don't talk anyone out of things.
Fuck me. Yeah.
The best ideas are the bad ones. I'm just saying.
We're starting from scratch with a filthy engine block, and we're going to build this thing and send it to Nick's garage. Oh, Jesus, I can't believe I'm going to be embarrassed in front of Nick. No, we're going to send this thing to Nick's garage.
And if it scatters, it's my fault. A middle child, remember. I'm used to that.
and that'll happen on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday
That's the
it'll be
goal.
at Nick's garage. So
Tuesday.
tomorrow it all happens in our shop, in our little hovel, or dusty hovel, right?
Filthy hovel.
With very tired people, tripping over each
It's
other,
supposed to be super
We're-
hot tomorrow. too.
working with in the heat, exhausted, working with unfamiliar tools. I'm the only one who knows what's there, and even I'm not sure what's there. So,
It'll be fun.
oh, it'll be a blast. Yeah, please, it'll be a spectacle.
It's all for the laughs.
Right?
It's all for the fun.
It's all for shits and giggles. Damn it.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be painful.
yeah, we love. It already is.
It's gonna be painful.
You know how much time I spent cleaning that place?
It's
And
so
then
dirty, right?
It's a
Yeah,
fucking, it's
it's
ridiculous.
It's still cleaner than my garage. I keep being told that I need to clean my garage.
Oh
So.
God. So anyway, everybody who contributed, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love you guys.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna see you tomorrow. We'll see you first thing in the morning.
See you guys later.
Good night, all.
Good night.